Well, how do guys, welcome back to a new video, and if you do enjoy them, do take time to give them a thumbs up, perhaps give them a share, and also drop a comment. Any queries, try my best to respond to. Always enjoyable to hear how you guys are getting on with your fishing too. So what are we doing today? Well, it's overcast, it's lovely conditions really. It's supposed to be some heavy rain a little bit later on. I have come out with the Shimano Purist river feeder rod, bread, lobworms, maggots, cheese paste, and I am going to be chancing an arm for a chevin or two. Now, I don't know if I'm going to rove about. I might bait 2 or 3 swims and fish them, or I might just fish the one spot and plonk myself up and get some feed going in and seeing if I can pick up a chub or 2 from a likely raft strewn area. But yep, that's the sum of it. Basic link leisure setup with a little rig stop, size 8 HLS tackle wide gape hook, and Shimano Symetre 500 FL reel. As I say, bait wise, maggots, bread, lobworms, I've got red worms as well, cheese paste. I've got some liquidized bread laced with multi-mite, garlic and krill. So that's the sum of it. Might fish just the one swim, might fish 2 or 3, we'll see how it goes. But one thing's for sure, it's cloudy conditions and you'd kind of hope to stake your life on picking up a decent fish or 2. Let's crack on, let's not waffle, let's get to the swims. Well, as you can probably see, might go with 2 swims, might go with 3. I'm going to put some bait in this spot, maybe drop back down to it later on. Just a few balls of bread, not a lot at all. No maggot mixed in with the bread for this swim. Nice cover over there though, looks nice. And then going to start upstream. The main thing that I will always say is if you bait swims that are too close together, you risk, with barbel, with chub, with a lot of species, you risk splitting the fish. And what I mean by that is, because you baited 2 swims that are too close together, it is at the detriment of the actual swim that you're going to fish, that you've capped the fish off and kept them in one spot that's too close to the other. So that's one thing that I try not to do unless I can absolutely gamble that A, the river's got a populace of chub, B, they're held up in 2 areas and I know I can chance splitting those swims. But this one is a fair way apart from the other swim that I'm going to drop some bait in and begin fishing in. I'm just going to invest in this one. I might switch to it come a bit later on. It depends how bad the rain actually starts to actually come down. Hello there, cyclist. So, yeah, I'm going to get a little bit of bread in. Has been dampened down a little bit just to help it still break down, but also add a bit of weight so it can layer and drop into the area nicely without being washed away. Although the river level isn't bad, there's still a bit of current. That's it, 4 or 5 balls. I'm going to move on now and start in the main swim that I plan on fishing. As I say, might come back and fish this swim, might not, depends how much that rain's hammering down, but also I might just focus on the one spot and leave this spot to another time. But it's there, it's been invested in, so if I do want to drop into it as an auxiliary spare swim, I can do. But with a lot of my fishing, although I enjoy fishing multiple spots, I am quite happy at times to fish static or just fish a couple of spots. Anyway, let's crack on to the other swim. So as you saw me doing this swim, I have baited from an upstream position so it runs down to the raft. Pace is steady, so it should be just right. I also baited with some pulps and maggots, pouchfuls, just direct, more direct, so that it draws any fish up from a bit below the raft. Now, my main school of thought always be that fishing swim by swim or baiting a few swims is that you should never enter a swim or never enter too fast. Know what's coming. It's this prime opportunity for someone to say that's what she said. But we are not having premature maggotation. So yeah, I'm going to let the swim rest. Give it 15 to 20 minutes. Let the swim rest. Maybe feed a few more maggots in, a few more pouchfuls in that time. And then throughout the trip, do the same again. But primarily, first cast is going to be on bread. Next few casts, then after using bread for a while, I'll switch and rotate to either air injected lobworm, red worms, cheese paste and maggots, and alternate between them. Now, the swim that I'm fishing has been fished prior, the day prior, so it's seen a bit of bait, which can work in your favour, but it's also been a fish or two out, so whether they're going to be pressured now, apprehensive and backing off of the area, you know, that's for me to find out. Anyway, get the gear set up, and yeah, as I say, give it 20 minutes for the feed to hopefully work its magic. Simple as it gets. Nice splayed out bottom to the bread flake, gives it a good flutter, makes it lift off the bottom a little bit. Yep. Good fish, guys. Feels a good fish. Nice bite. Been spraying maggots and switched it like a Medusa's head of maggots on the hook. It's a good fish. Be careful, so they can be very lightly hooked. Might be a bream. See what, it's fighting well for a bream as well, as river bream tend to do. Yeah, it's a bream. Even for a moment I thought it was a chevy. Nice to catch though, I tell you. Lovely condition, nice looking bream as well. Well, take a look at that. 6 pound 1 ounces of pristine condition, hard fighting Kennet Abramus. Beautiful nick, lovely scrap. Didn't think I was into a chevy. That was just on maggot. I've been spraying the area with maggots and feeding some liquidised bread. Might stick it out in this swim to be fair, and see if we can get a few more of these, or maybe a chub or two. But yeah, very happy whatever happens regardless. This is a nice looking fish. And river bream, I do love them on a light feeder tip. Let's get it slipped back. Cracking. Do you want a laugh, guys? Do you want to laugh? I know I am, painfully. I was doing a quick couple of mobile phone snaps of that lovely bream, and it smacked me under the jaw with its tail. Smacked me that hard. I shut. It closed my teeth on my. I was bleeding. It smacked me that hard. My teeth shut over my tongue. I've been shanked, lads. I've been shanked by an Abramus. He got me good. You couldn't make it up. I never. Wham! Oh dear, what a chump. Anyway, let's crack on. I'm going to feed some more maggots and a little bit more bread. Nice looking Abramus, that lovely goldie. Really do like river bream, especially on light balanced tackle. Gave a good scrap, good account of itself. Tell you what, I'm happy with that. Not a chevin, but that's a nice looking bream. And I know some, as I say many times more on my videos, some anglers don't like bream. I like bream, especially if you're fishing on balanced tackle. In this case, a light quiver tip. Rain's just starting. I think it's going to pick up and get worse. I'm going to stick it out in this spot though, for sure. Might move a bit later on. But as I've been building the swim with regular pouchfuls of maggot and liquidised bread, I don't really want to move too soon. Still a good fish. Feels like a chub, and a good one at that. Oh. It's on the snag there. Get out of that snag, mate. It's a good fish. I'm telling you guys. Really good fish. This is on the cheese paste. It's a nice chum. That's a good fish. Good fish, guys. It's a solid fish. In you go. That's a nice chunk. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one, guys. £6 8 ounces exactly, flickering between 6.9 and 6.8. Honest 6.8. How's about that for a tank? Whew, that was a mean old scrap too. Took me under the snags and I felt it just pinging. Lucky. Just absolutely hammered the cheese paste, the multi-mite garlic and imbutric cheese paste. Absolutely hammered that round. Bit of a dent on its head where it looks like it's had a predation or been grabbed by something. How well you can see that. It's right just at the top of his head. Yeah, what a cracker. Let's pull myself back. There you go, guys. How about that for a proportionally beautiful chevin? £6 8 ounces. Let's get it slipped back, shall we? Cracking. Alright. Right, mouth on it as well. Wonderful. Off you go, you tank. You absolute chunky tank. Wonderful. Absolutely spiffing. Well, it is raining rather steadily, and alas, we are all packed up. But yeah, lovely trip. A bit unusual for you guys probably to see me on a quiver tip trip fish just the one swim. I was going to fish the other one that I baited up. I baited two others upstream. But part of me wanted to sit in this swim, sit it out and try and build a swim as such and pick up any transient fish, which it did work. Lovely bream, £6 on the maggots, and I've been spraying, what you've not seen off camera is I've been spraying the area upstream with pouchfuls of maggots. And yeah, lovely bream. I know that they're maligned by some areas of our angling, but on the balance setup, as I said earlier, on the quiver tip, light quiver tip, great fun. So much so I did actually think that was a chevin at first. Then stayed on, and I was thinking to myself, shall I move? The rain was getting a bit more set in, and I thought, you know, why not stick it out? I always think, when I'm doing the videos for you guys too, is it going to be a bit boring if Mark's in the one spot? And but at the same time, I wanted, as I said, to try and build a swim and try to draw in. It's feature filled, but also draw in fish which are transient, so they're moving from swims, say B, C and D to A, and they're not always resident. So that's what I wanted to do, and I decided to stick it out. And just as I was replying to a phone call with my mum, the cheese paste rod slammed around, and that was a real good scrap. Took me to that snag that you see, that debris and flotsam on the other bank. Took me over there, and I could feel it. It just, you know, that horrible feeling, that grating feeling, then you get ping, but you're still connected. Very lightly hooked, and that was on the blue cheese 50-50 mix, base mix, and multi-mite garlic powder and imbutric. It's been good this season, that old cheese paste mix. I do think it's better than my krill mix as well, to be honest, but they're both decent in their own right. Excuse me. light is kind of bouncing off my headlight. But yeah, wonderful trip. And as I say, guys, I've got to be heading off now. So I haven't bored you by only fishing the one swim. Did want to build it, did want to try and get into a decent chevin. 6.8, it's been a brilliant season thus far. And yeah, there's not too many days left really. I think it's, what was it, just under 2 weeks left of the season. At the moment I'm filming this, it's just under 2 weeks left of the season. Anyway, it's getting wetter. And I've got to be heading off. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for coming along on the journey with me and enjoying a bit of bankside company with you guys in a kind of disconnected manner, but via YouTube. It's always a pleasure, guys, always. Anyway, happy chevin hunting, happy Abramus. Yeah, Mark's going to go off home a happy boy. Anyway, till the next video, guys, take care. And wherever you're fishing, wherever you're wetting the line, wherever you're dangling away, hope you're having a fair crack of the whip and you're having some decent, enjoyable trips. Take care, tight lines, and peace out. Goodbye.